What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, and we're going to show you another war recap. Really poor performance on our part. There's a couple of people that got six packs, so not everybody was off. But midweek wars, very difficult sometimes for a lot of timing and hits and everything like that. But congrats to Legends Br. They put on a really good show. They had some fantastic attacks. We just didn't bring our A game this time. But anyway, we're going to show a 12v12, 3 11v11s, and we'll show one 10v10 on this war recap. We just struggled all across the board. But let's look at the first 12v12, and this is going to be an air attack a la Loon. With a blimp for the siege machine, and I believe I don't remember exactly where we're coming in. Okay, there we go. We're coming in at around 7 o'clock to take care of that compartment with a couple of loons behind. There's a troll Tesla. I'm not sure. This might have been a fresh hit, especially if we weren't addressing that troll Tesla right off the bat, or maybe we didn't get enough percentage to see that troll Tesla. But we've got the loons coming in, helping to do the funneling work there at 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock area. And then we've got our kill squad with our king and queen, just popping the king ability instantly. Not sure that we wanted to do that either. And then we've got just the Asian wall of loons, Grand Warden, minions behind, and the lava hounds coming in at around 1 o'clock all the way towards that 3 o'clock. And then we've just got a bunch of spells that we can use with this. We've got 3 rages, 3 hastes, and a heal, popping that warden ability to help them push through this core already. I think there's a La Lune in the CC that will be triggered right now. There we go. And then we've just got a bunch of loons that we're pushing around the base. The friendly queen is still up, doing her thing, has the ability as well, and those pups I think are taking out the loon with help of the poison. And then this queen I think is going to eventually pop the lava hound, but we've only got 2-point defenses, one that can target air, so everything's going perfectly well. Popping that queen ability, using so that we can take care of that lava hound that was just popped, and taking care of the pups. And now there's no more defenses, so all we got to do is just watch the 3 stars and collect it. So really nice job. And we'll go ahead and focus on Sky getting a 6-pack. So shout out to Sky, really nice war. And if you all have watched any of the other videos, you'll see that this is pretty much the tried and true composition for Sky, being able to hit 11v11 using that go hobo, just with either 1 or 2 golems, the wall wrecker, and some bowlers to get into that, to take care of the enemy CC, take care of the enemy queen, and to do semi funneling into the core so that we can send our hogs in an L-shaped thing where they don't get split, and they continue to move in one path from one side to the other. So we've already accomplished taking care of the enemy queen, we've already accomplished taking care of the enemy CC, and then we've got our hogs that we can send in here. The queen is up with full health, and we have a king that's up. I don't know if we've even sent the king in yet. We'll keep an eye out for him. And the hogs are unfortunately getting pelted with those. Yeah, there we go. The king is in the core at this point. We have a bunch of skellies on those hogs, but I think the king took a couple of them out, and the queen did as well. And we're just healing throughout these edges, and making sure that we can push the hogs through the core and get them through the other side of the base. We have 2 more heals left over. Even more skelly traps are being tripped. And we have our 2 more heals to push through. Fortunately, we don't really have hardly any splash damage defenses, just the bomb tower and the whiz tower. So we can hold our heals for when we get into those 2 areas. Once we just healed on that bomb tower, and now we'll use our last and final heal to push through that wizard tower and the Teslas. Just way too many hogs they're going to be able to take care of those defenses, and then turn on the skellies. I think, yeah, our queen is down, so we only have our king, who's going to try to bang through the wall, and I don't even know if he's going to get out of the base by the time it's all cleared out. He's going to try his hardest, but it's not going to come to fruition. So really nice hit. And we'll watch the very similar composition on number 6. Just because it's such a it's an incredibly powerful attack at Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, and Town Hall 12. So if you all aren't practicing your Go Hobos, continue to practice them. We've got two golems coming in at one at 6 o'clock, one at 7 o'clock. We have a Tesla farm there at 6:30 to 8 o'clock. So that golem is tanking there with Baby Dragon, helping out in some wizards, and then we're sending our wall wrecker a little high this time. But again, we want to trigger the enemy CC, and we want to take care of the enemy Archer Queen, and that's exactly what we're doing. Using the poison for the CC, which is just a bunch of squishy things. Baby Dragon, I think Valk, maybe Witch or two. And that enemy queen goes down, and we still have our queen up with full ability, with full health and ability, and then we can send our hogs in. Look at the shape that we have here. They're going to go right to her, that 10 o'clock area, and take out the Eagle Artillery, those Expos, the splash damage, the bomb towers, and then just continue to work their way towards noon, continue back, and just go clockwise all the way towards 3 o'clock. We do have the queen helping out and taking care of that Eagle Artillery, and we still have two more heals that are left over, and yeah, it's looking really good, using that second to last heal at the 12 o'clock just to make sure that we can keep those hogs up. And we do have a lot of them low health. They need to jump into that heal. There we go, getting healed all the way back up to full, and then we only have to worry about that bomb tower as far as splash damage. And there's way too many hogs here that are going to do anything with that Inferno tower, or that Inferno tower can do anything to them. I think we want to make sure that queen does not get into range, and it's not, so everything's going well. She's going to get healed with the heal spell, and then we've just got those hogs that have got to come in. Unfortunately, they target the Grand Warden, but no big deal because the base is already crushed at this point. So as soon as that Inferno tower goes down, no more defenses, no chance that that queen is going to die, and then we've got just cleanup. So really nice attack. Alright, let's look at our last 11v11, and we'll see it's kind of a baby 11, but that's fine. It still has its Inferno towers and its Eagle Artillery. Not too bad at all. And we're going to use a Mass Electro Dragon, which is just an incredibly powerful attack at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12. You notice that they're not max Electro Dragons, so that's fine. And you also notice how quickly this base is taken care of. Less than 2 minutes, and it's done. So we've got a pretty unsupported kill squad here. Just the king and queen coming in here. Their job is to do some funneling. They also need to get that air defense down. It would be great if they got two of them, which I don't know if the queen can get that air defense. Let's see what happens. There we go with one of them, and I think she might go to the town hall. Yeah, so we're gonna get that last air defense, or at least the second air defense. But look at all the air defenses all at one area. They're all grouped up right in that 12 o'clock compartment. But we've got some Electro Dragons, all of them coming in at around 9 to 7, and we have some loons that were put in front. And we have 2 freezes and 4 rages to go. So just a really long line of Electro Dragons here, just a wall of them. Popping that Grand Warden to push through this base, and we can start using these rages and get through here. The only thing we really have to worry about, there we go, is one freeze. But look at just the way that these Electro Dragons are going. They're going to address those air defenses right there, and we've already used all of our spells, so it's just about watching these Electro Dragons wreck the base. And no more defenses, just trash buildings, and they take care of those things so quickly if they're next to each other. So really nice job, like really cool. And then we'll just look at the last one, which I'll just throw my attack in there because I just love miners. So gonna have to remember which base that I hit. There we go. Okay, so very standard. If you guys see a diamond shape like this, and you can get the funneling done with a pretty cheap investment, and then send your miners in, it's very easy to control them. The queen just gets so much value with healers here, being able to take all those trash buildings and defenses from 9 o'clock all the way down towards 6 o'clock. And then the king, I did want him to go and take care of the enemy king. I wanted him to step in. I just dropped him a little too soon before that last gold mine went down from the wizard, but that's not really a big problem. The miners can take care of that. And this is a fresh hit too. Had no idea it was in the CC, didn't really care too much. I have 2 poisons to deal with it, and I'm just using that baby dragon to help funnel some more. And at this point I'm tripping the enemy CC, and I can start to rage my queen right now so she can take care of it, and then I'm going to drop 2 poisons to cover the witches and the baby dragon. I think there's a falcon there as well. And now we can just go ahead and send the miners in just with a 2-finger drop and get them in with the wall wrecker. I probably should have dropped the wall wrecker in a little bit earlier, as it's lagging around, and those miners move so much quicker than the wall wrecker, and they can move under the wall, so they don't even need to bust anything. But everything's going well. I knew the queen wasn't going to be targeted, or the healers weren't going to be targeted by any air defenses or inferno towers for quite some time. Just using my heals sparingly and getting them through the base. Now look at that, all that trash buildings at 1 and 2 o'clock is pretty much gone, so we can keep those miners focused in the core, healing over the bomb tower, any kind of splash damage, which is what you're really worried about. And the wall wrecker, I think, is just about full health. Yeah, and I just ended up popping it because I wanted it to join the rest of the miners, get in there. There's a giant with max miners, so there's no splash damage here. There is a troll Tesla, which is going to do absolutely nothing, and just healing, using the heal, didn't even need to. I think I have probably 15 or more miners that are left over here, and these point defenses aren't going to do anything to them, especially with the max giant that's tanking. Queen does not have her ability, but it doesn't really matter. We've got the healer, that last and final healer was taken out. It's just, it doesn't even matter what happens with this queen. There's too many miners, and we're going to go and collect a 3-star hit. So really nice job there too. Love that strategy. It's one of my favorites at this time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So go ahead and practice some of these different types of attacks out. Use your friendly challenges to your advantage. Get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.